What is going on with you guys? TheCaliEffect, King of Games here, and today we're going to be figuring out where exactly did my barber go. I miss you. Talk about turning a bad hair day to a bad hair week. I am so happy I have a lot of bandanas and whatnot to conceal my hairline right now. I ain't trying to look like Wolverine from the X-Men, but what I am trying to do is give you cards you should completely avoid, like how my barber's been avoiding me. That's right, some of these cards have inflated in price due to some announcements, and some of them are just not smart investments right now, but will be good investments down along in the future when they drop down in price. So of course, if you want to see more videos like this, then make sure to destroy that subscribe button, but also post down below in the comment section what are some other cards that you think we should completely avoid. And if you just so happen to live in the Las Vegas area and can cut hair, nah, I'm not gonna cheat on my barber like that. The first card I want to talk to you about is a card that I was going to include on the infamous buy these cards before they skyrocketed in price, but it seemed to have already skyrocketed in price. Kind of crazy. I didn't know. I thought I was the only person that can make cards skyrocket in price. Fallen Albus is a really good card. Upon its normal summon or special summon, you can discard one card and then fusion summon a fusion monster from your extra deck to the side of the field using monsters on both players' side of the field. The fact that it's still left to be generic is amazing. Fallen Albus can not only be used to special summon fusion monsters like Titanclad, it can also be used to fusion summon Starving Venom and Predaplant Dragostapelio using your opponent's monsters. The reason why Fallen Albus skyrocketed in price is because of the new Spriggan support that was announced. Fortunately for us, we're not getting that support anytime soon. I still feel that Fallen Albus is a card that you should invest into, but $15 for a secret rare that just so happened to pop up to its $15 price tag is a little too much. Fallen Albus's current price is only due to hype. It has no competitive relevancy to it right now, so it's going to drop down in price. But if you like spending absorbent amount of money for no reason, then be my guest. Again, I do think that Fallen Albus is a card you really should buy, but just wait till it's $5 again. It's probably gonna take a month or so. And while we are still here talking about the Rise of the Duelist set, there is another card that is really expensive for almost no reason and is a card you should avoid. I never thought that I would mention Gaia the Fierce Knight Origin and skyrocket in price in the same sentence, but this card boomed in price over the last couple weeks, jumping from a nobody card to sitting around $16 a pop for this card. Now for weeks I have been trying to figure out why this card skyrocketed in price, and I think it's fairly simple. Gaia the Fierce Knight Origin can special summon itself to the side of the field by discarding one warrior monster. That's really dope, another cool warrior extender. It's not like we already don't have warrior extenders. No, we need this card. Gaia the Fierce Knight Origin does serve as 2 tributes, but seriously, who the f tribute summons nowadays? I mean, unless you're a Monarch player or trying to summon the Egyptian gods, who seriously tributes? I ain't gonna lie, it was that one time in Bandcamp. Don't tell nobody. I tribute summon for a Psy-Frame driver. Boy, that got him heated. They didn't even know that was coming. Gaia the Fierce Knight Origin just might be the best Gaia support that Gaia has ever received. The problem with that is that it still falls short when it comes to viability. If you're asking me, I'm gonna take a hard sell on that Gaia the Fierce Knight Origin card. $16 is way too much. I think even in the $5 range, it's not even worth it. Now, unless I'm missing an angle, I just don't see a reason to buy Gaia the Fierce Knight Origin. I mean, seriously, it's not competitive right now. I don't see any reason for Gaia the Fierce Knight to be competitive, and it is extremely expensive for no real reason. Yo, do you think like I can get my barber to cut this off? Maybe just get like just a little that. No, that's not gonna look hot on me. I mean, it worked for all the skinny dudes. I'm just saying, you know, maybe just get just that.
You have to get the barber first.
I normally never, like ever tell someone not to buy an ultimate rare. I hope that wasn't a double negative. Never tell someone not to buy. Yeah, I always tell people to buy ultimate rares. But a card that you should definitely avoid is Niburu the Primal Being in its ultimate rare form. Now, Niburu does not need any type of introduction, but if your opponent does summon 5 monsters, they can always smell what the rock is cooking by allowing you to tribute every monster on your side of the field and summon this healthy rock to both players' sides of the field. I think I just explained what I wasn't trying to explain, but who cares? Now, Niburu is an excellent card if you are trying to beat combo decks like Rocket, but its price tag makes you want to do the Hotline Bling Drake and just say no. Currently, Ultimate Rare Niburus are $124 a pop, meaning that if you were trying to complete a playset, it's gonna cost you about $372. That's a lot. That's a lot even for me. Now, the reason why I'm telling you not to buy Niburus currently is not necessarily the price, but when OTS sets tend to come out, they always have this overinflated price. These prices always seem to drop down in value, hitting the lowest point, probably the best point to buy it, when the next OTS set comes out. Check the other OTS cards. You're gonna be pretty happy. It's like the best time to buy them. There is a little bit of infamy surrounding OTS 14. There are no stores opening up. Plot twist! There are more stores opening up now than OTS 13, so in theory, Niburu will fall down in price, hopefully to that nice $80 range where I could cop 3. Yeah, I'm hopeful thinking, but I'm still gonna wait on this card. There are certain points in time in Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you can buy cards, and when it's just completely too late to buy the card because it's at an insane price. That's what we're looking at when it comes to Prank Kid's Place. The card that was already the most expensive card in the set just got a little more expensive. What Prank Kid's Place does is it allows you to add 1 Prank Kid's monster from your deck to your hand, and then if you fusion summon, you can increase the attack of your monsters on your side of the field, and then if you link summon, you can decrease the attack of your opponent's monsters on their side of the field. Now, the first effect is the real reason why Prank Kid's Place sits at about $18 a pop, but the big problem is that this card was a lot cheaper a few days ago. Spending close to $40 for the main card for Prank Kid still feels relatively cheap until you realize that the Prank Kid strategy is uberly reliant on those expensive hand traps. This once budget deck is starting to become more and more expensive, but the problem with it is that Prank Kids aren't projected to be a tier 1 deck. Imagine spending tier 1 money on a deck that's not tier 1, hero players. Prank Kid's Place is a hard avoid if you didn't already have them. If you have multiple copies of Prank Kid's Place, then it might be a good time to start selling. The last card I want to talk to you about is a card that has skyrocketed in price way after I said buy this card before it skyrockets in price. It's almost like I don't make cards skyrocket in price. I just give you like a glimpse into the future because I know the card's gonna skyrocket in price. But there are seriously some non-believers to the TheCaliEffect king of games, people that actually think that I inflate prices. Well, I actually have the response for you. And if you guys want to see that video about does the TheCaliEffect make cards skyrocket in price, then go and destroy that like button. Let's try to get this video to 1,500 likes, and also post down below in the comment section that's something that you want to see. But moving back on to the card that you should completely avoid, unless you bought the card before it skyrocketed in price, then you probably should be selling them right now. The card's name is Snake Rain. Snake Rain requires you to discard 1 card from your hand, but in return you can send 4 reptiles from your deck to the graveyard. Now, it was pretty obvious that a Foolish Burial on drugs would definitely be a card to be targeted to go up in price, especially seeing that the card's only print is in Tactical Evolution. A reptile strategy that will eventually come out will take advantage of Snake Rain, and this card will be really good. Now, the only problem with that is that currently Snake Rain is bought out because people think that mutants are reptiles. I think this is actually the day that we find out if mutants are reptiles. So, yeah, now we know. Regardless, even if the mutant cards are reptiles, this is a card that you should completely avoid because, yeah, it's definitely due for a reprint. Players that have bought the card should take immediate advantage right now, but if you are a player or watcher of my channel, this is a card that you should not buy unless it goes back to $1 again. It is day 4 of me waiting for my barber to come through, and I know you play Yu-Gi-Oh, so if you're watching this video, I just wanted to let you know. I miss you, man. I really miss you. Come back. Well, that's all that we have for the cards that you should completely avoid. If you guys want to see more videos like this, then of course destroy that like button, but also be sure to share this video with a friend. Let's try to like blow the top off of this view and like count. I want to see like gargantuan numbers. As always, be sure to check out these other 2 spicy videos. I know they'll help you with market watch content. With all that being said, I'll catch you on the next video.